You know, whenever I have a bad day at the office, I look to AEW to cheer me up. Not because I have my Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho figures, but because my new Cody figure from Walmart or RingsideCollectibles.com can smash them both. Get out of here. Get to Walmart. Pick them up from Jazzwares. It's time for Ken Kennedy's pay-per-view debut. He's debuted to one of the biggest pushes in a long time. In consecutive weeks on TV, he's gotten pinfall wins over Booker T, Rey Mysterio, and a whole host of others. He's just oozing charisma here. And this version of his theme music has never been released. So if somebody, who works for WWE is listening to that, hypothetically, we got a lot of questions like, where can we get this theme? So not necessarily my deal, but a lot of fans are into this. Here though, we see Kennedy facing Hardcore Holly. The two had beef when Holly lost to Sylvan on SmackDown because of interference by Ken Kennedy, and Holly is going by the Alabama Slamma nickname and using the Alabama Slam as his finishing move. So roll tide on that, but he's in a losing effort here. Ken Kennedy beats him in just under 9 minutes, 8 minutes and 50 seconds with the forward roll Samoan drop from the middle turnbuckle, 2 3/4 stars. And after the bout, Sylvan would come out as Holly was assisted by officials and attack Holly's ribs. And he finishes the assault with a brain buster. A lot to unpack here, but the biggest thing is Kennedy's getting a monster push. What made him a favorite in the office to get this type of push right away? Was it the natural charisma, the mic stuff that we felt like, hey, this guy could be a great talker? What was it about him that Vince was like, that's the guy? Can you drill down on what it was?
I think that his ability to cut really good, believable, convincing promos, and his ring work was good. But I think more than anything there was a dynamic in his personality that made him listen. You wanted to listen, and Ken had that kind of charisma. Just, it was an it factor, and it was something that was special, and Ken connected with the audience. It's that simple sometimes. If the audience is connecting and the audience wants more of it, Ken was a little bit different, a little over the top. His presentation, people believed him. That's all it was. It was attraction.
Sylvan here getting a little heat. I didn't remember this happening, but I do appreciate that they're trying to do something with characters like Sylvan and Holly, who for a lot of years, it felt like we're maybe lost in the shuffle a little bit. What'd you think of the Sylvan angle they did here?
Again, it's something to make everything mean something. So being able to shift Sylvan and hear Bob Holly after a losing effort, it just creates a little more interest in that story. And I think every match, every segment should have some kind of story attached to it.
The open here of the show, I watched it for the first time, I guess, since it aired. And it starts with, yes, sir, we promised you a great main event here tonight. And the ending with the WWE logo and the statement, the power is back. And the open debuted on the Raw Homecoming episode where you guys were coming back to the USA Network. But many people believe that this is the best show open or signature open ever. It creates the hype that you're about to watch a badass event. And we got tons of comments on social media about it. Was this your favorite signature open, or do you have a favorite signature open?
My favorite signature open is the World Wrestling Federation, the symbol of excellence in sports entertainment. The original is still my favorite.
I like the old school flyover where it's going through, like, I don't know, some lakes and deserts or whatever. And then it pops up the logo. I don't know why.
I did that one. Yeah.
That was you?
Yeah.
So how did you get that footage? That was pre-drone footage. Drones weren't a thing back then.
It's called TV magic. It wasn't drone footage. That was all fucking animated.
I'll be damned.
Some bitch.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So you learn something new every day.
I just thought, man, I'd love to see Bruce like, hey, Boss, can we get a helicopter?
I did that at SummerSlam 88. Got a helicopter the night before. If you watch that shit from SummerSlam 88, the first SummerSlam, and you go in and look at the footage, that is some of the shakiest, shittiest footage you ever saw. But to us, it was cool as fuck because we were able to get a helicopter the night before, fly over the city and fly over the garden.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I do remember the shaky footage. You could even see like parts of the helicopter in the frame. And I was like, boy, back in the day, this shot cost 15 grand to get. And now it's like $300 and a dude with a fucking remote control.
And a million times better.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. That was literally a dude strapped into the helicopter, like leaning out with the camera, holding it with no steadying anything.
Well, let's talk about the other thing that becomes a bit of a tradition is we show Freddie Blassie in all the opens, and he's still in the open to this very day. That sounds like a Vince McMahon edict. Is that right?
Well, I think Freddie is a cornerstone of the entire wrestling business when you look at it. So yeah, I think some of those old timers that will be forever legendary, without doubt, are going to be in it.
The original theme song for the event is Save Me by Shinedown. As we mentioned, Eddie Guerrero is on the poster here. He's looking fatigued, and you can sort of see the No Mercy tribal logo tattooed on his shoulder. And it really fits the main event. It's Eddie Guerrero and Batista here. On the network, the theme song has been changed to Jim Johnston's No Mercy. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.